They say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. You can achieve that goal with honeygram squares. Yes, honeygram squares. This shit's the shit. Now ladies, you can give your man fruity dinobites or cocoa dinobites. That shit just don't cut. Get him honeygram squares. You can even leave the milk out for 3 days, a week. It doesn't matter. It's fucking honeygram squares. He might not even know that there's milk in this delicious breakfast equation. Honeygram squares.
What are you doing?
Oh, God. You caught me. Honeygram squares. Honeygram squares.
Honeygram squares.
I like honeygram squares so much, I accidentally ripped the bag, so... Honeygram squares. It's got tape on it now. Honeygram squares. Honeygram squares. You know, they say that with every bag of honeygram squares, your dick will grow half of an inch. I should know. I've eaten 14 bags thus far. And my oh my.
Honeygram squares. Honeygram squares. Ooh.
Alright, well. You see, ladies, before, I remember, it was only, now, new height, he's eating 2 bags of cereal, okay, 2 bags of honeygram squares. When was the last time you fed your fish?
A couple years ago.
I see a couple dead ones. Let's feed them some honeygram squares. Migraines? Honeygram squares. Gut aches? Honeygram squares. Sleep deprivation? Sleep. And honeygram squares. Honeygram squares. Toothaches? Honeygram squares. Stub toe? Softer furniture. Honey squares gram honey. Constipation? Honeygram squares. Cancer? Honeygram squares. Broken bones? Cast made out of honeygram squares.
Honeygram squares. Honeygram squares.
Honeygram squares.
Honeygrams squared.
Temporary death? Honeygram squares. As like a celebration for after you know, after you come back.
Wake up, yes.
From the dead. That's my dog. I feed him
Honeygram squares.
honey squares gram. Okay.
Haters.
Can you possibly get some honeygram squares? So honeygram squares are wow! Right in my honeygram square hole. Ha! Honeygram squares.